BLASTMUSIC247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Hola, hola, hola. And I don't see the lovely green thing, so we're going to ask the question out the gate. Can you hear I? I'm going to reserve comments until I make sure you can. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's see. We had some technical difficulties. I am Melikia K. Courtney. You have joined Sanctuary Experience, or SXP MetaMorphosis 365, your growth podcast. I'm happy to have you here. You can hear me, so this is good. Then I can run. Hello. How is your Tuesday coming along? Definitely something I'd love to hear about. So we're going to start the episode like we always do, with gratitude. I'm grateful for the beautiful BLAST family. As you guys see, there's something different about the screen. It appears that someone was being helpful and came and changed things. So now we get to be in circles, and I'm not overly familiar with how to uncircle it. So circles it is. Something new music, new intro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And thank you to Shine Vibrations, Sunshine Cromwell, who's live Friday at 7 p.m. Yep, that's right. So check her out. I will also share this while we're at the sharing points. Let's see. To make this really easy for you. Bam. You guys can go to BLASTMUSIC247 to do two things. I encourage you to do both. If you are an artist and you'd like to have exposure for your music, you can dip, go over there and register as an artist and have your music shared through BLAST. 1. 2, if you are an adoring fan of wonderful indie music, how about go over there and register as a fan and listen to all of us who've put our music up over there and are happily living along and hoping to connect with you musically. Oh, click. So we are back to pushing buttons. Today, y'all, we are on the 6 months later grader or hater. And I thought it was a great time to have that conversation because I don't know how to pull this away. That comment might be keeping us company. Okay, there we go. So we are in June. And I will take time and send a whole shout out to my beautiful daughter whose birthday is today. So happy birthday, baby. And 6 months in, that is like that bell you heard in the intro. Yeah, it can be a wake-up call for you if need be. I'm not sure what your goals look like. I'm not sure what you set in place. Now, for me and my team and a group of my mastermind, we set our goals in October. So we are really moving tails to get things done. Okay. And we did our accountability on Monday. Hey, how's it going? From the time that you set your goals in October, the things that you said you wanted to do, and we're not just focused on business, because yes, business begins in the body. It's super a part of what we need to keep in mind while we're accomplishing. Yeah. Same time, you've got mind. Your mindset is so important. Your growth goals. I'm glad for those who pull up every Tuesday here and are continuing to learn and build the life they had in mind. I'll say it that way, because maybe it feels funny to say to yourself, I'm building a better life, when life is already wonderful and it's beautiful, but you like a few more elements. How about that? And that is wise. Okay, so growth goals, business goals, body goals, mindset goals, spiritual goals. Okay, what goals do you have in the water? So since we hit that lovely, mystical, magical June, 3 days in, y'all, how about we take time today to do a bit of inventory? Y'all know I like my inventory, like for real. You gonna get called into introspection every time you come in and sit in front of me. That's just what we're going to do. We're going to look at things. All right. So again, back to Monday, set goals, went through it with a group. Where are you? How are you feeling about it? Now, I'm not telling you their business, but I'll tell you my business. I set some big, hairy, scary goals, and I felt it by October of last year. Like I knew that 2025 was about to be amazing. Like not even halfway, it was clear. Like 2025 is about to be epic. And I could feel it in my gut. I could feel it in my chest. I could feel it all around me, just energetically speaking. And I encouraged everyone to make this year that year that you dream big. This is the year that you take those things that you've been hiding on the shelf and avoiding. Like you really want to do it, but you really haven't felt confident enough or brave enough or strong enough to pursue that goal. Maybe you felt like you didn't know enough, or possibly that no one would want to receive whatever offering it is that you have. So again, I'm telling myself, let's go. One of the goals. I have always in my long leg life cared to produce music. Yes, I am a spoken word artist. I wanted to share that too. Okay, get into the recording studio and put something out. Now, a couple of years back, I took my tail in the studio, 18 minutes of solid, great content. Asked me where it was sitting. In the mystical, magical email. That's exactly where it is. La, la, la. And I let it stay there. Can I say that every day of my life? And this is going to be, and as I share my story, please look for you in that lens. Every day I sing. It is an everyday thing. It is out me even when I'm not paying attention. It is just a part of my nature and who I am. It's my move along while I'm working on whatever. Chances are I'm singing. If I'm not singing out loud, there's a song and a concert going on. And I'm telling you, my DJs up in here are the bomb. So it's great around here when it comes to music. I did not pursue a singing career. I was encouraged to do so by several people around me, but I had that scared on me. Anybody had that scared on them? Like, have you ever had that stage fright or that fear? I do understand that public speaking is one of the biggest fears, like dang near number one. People would rather die than stand up and speak publicly, which is wild to me. Now, here's the contrast that makes it kind of funny and odd, right? How about from the time I was a little person, panic attack and all, I was on a stage, had a microphone in my hand. So I was speaking and doing speeches and oratory, blah. I'm a beast at that. Like, no question, no holds barred. I love it. And when it comes to speaking and teaching and performing, spoken word, monster. Okay, Lady Molotov in the building. A few other names from back in the day, but we ain't gonna tell. So that did not, no holds. Like I of course I look for that moment of butterflies in my stomach. If I don't feel that one twist, that one like then I'm like, I might be about to bomb. But I get that little flutter and I'm like, okay, now I'm ready. So no fear. All right, no fear. And I love it. So tell me why, if I was able to take a mic, hit that stage, regardless of the size of the crowd, and I'm talking from teeny tiny to mid to monster size crowds, rocket in spoken word, why was I so hesitant to hit that hairy, scary goal? Well, I got tired of my tiring, and I had already accomplished my other goals. Definitely wanted to write a book. Since then, I've written about 8 to 10. How about that? But that one was still lingering. And this was the year that I said, okay, enough of that. Yeah, we great on a whole lot of other things. Sure, we're good on some things. We're okay and efficient on the others. But this one right here, what you going to do about that moment? And I pose that question to you. What are you going to do about that moment? That moment you're avoiding, that one goal that is maybe it seems too lofty or out of reach, or you ain't got time. Oh my God, I ain't got timers. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. And here is the truth about life. It will fill. It will fill. And you are it. You will fill your life with something. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful to fill it with some of the things that you love to? Yes, I understand the have to do's. Gotcha. There's some stuff we just have to do. We got business to tend to. Some of us got babies to tend to, life to tend to, work to tend to, projects to tend to. These people are dependent on you or expectant of you. Gotcha. Same time, this is your life. This is your life. Shared on another. Hey, Cheryl. Shared on another podcast. Love you first. And I'm just going to drop that in there real quick just so it's there. Oh, those are eyes. I couldn't make out what that was. It was so small. Okay. Hey, love. So, with those things in mind, what is your outstanding goal? Like, what do you have outstanding? What are you not facing? What are you not touching? What are you not tackling? Because maybe you figured already and you signed the paperwork on yourself. I already failed. I'm going to fail, so there's no point even trying it. What is that for you? If you have one of those things, don't be afraid to drop it in the comments because I'm curious. And what I would say to you is walk with me a little further. Sat down, decided I was over it. I was done with making excuses because that's really all it boiled down to. When I looked at it, I sat and looked at all of the reasons why I had not done it to date. What was the hesitation? I'm not saying I'm the greatest singer in the world, but I dang sure know I ain't the worst because I heard some of them folks and they're still beloved. And that excuse is gone. How about time? You have all these projects. They have a company. Sanctuary Experience is my company. Clients, masterminds, performances, calendar. Busy, busy, busy. And I am one of those humans. I am an introvert. Surprise, surprise. With extroverted behaviors. Because I learned them and I understood that for where life was taking me, I didn't have the opportunity I didn't have the cushion to sit back and just remain in that frame. I had to move in like my handwriting. I write with my left, I write with my right. Ambidextrous, I needed to be to have some dexterity with being an introvert and an extrovert. Got it? Excuse gone. So I'm running you through my excuses. What if I crack? What if I sound crazy? Well, I've cracked and sounded crazy speaking. I've cracked and sounded crazy doing spoken word, and I didn't die. I did not explode. The world did not disappear. No one threw anything at me or booed. It is as it is. And once I just sat through my excuses, and I'm encouraging in this way, lecture style, so to speak, so that you hear it for yourself. What are your excuses? Write them down. I sat with my excuses and my reasons. There is a reason for everything you do. Some of the things, yes, you may have moved it into your autopilot and you're doing it for that. Cool beans, knock yourself out. Still be aware that there's a reason. You got some reasons behind what you do and what you do not do. Okay, pumpkin. So I encourage you to sit and write down those excuses and come face to face with them. Stop hiding. I stopped hiding. I was like, okay, buddy, this is what we are going to do. This is what we're going to do. And we did. First started with the spoken word. I'm going to put out some music, put some music behind some spoken word and do my thing and just put it out there because this is what I love. And I want to share that love with whoever is looking for that love, right? I understand that everything is reciprocal. If I'm creating it, there is for sure someone who needs it, who would desire it, who would love it like I love it. So my work is wrapped in love. Gang, gang. March 16th in Central, March 17th in Eastern. I had 2 releases. Poof, they're out there to the world. Now folks can access them. Now that was still not the singing, but get the picture. It was a step. It was a milestone in the process. Are you taking notes? Are you getting this information? Create your milestones in the process. Get in the game, in motion. Get in motion. Okay, great. Boom. That's in the water. Started sharing it, getting feedback, and understanding how I want to create further. They were 2 single releases. One is Woe to the Dummy. The other one is titled Inverted Love. They are on Apple Music, and you can find them on your streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, such like this. There's like 12 different places. Even something called Dazzle that I never heard of. I was interested in that, but okay. No digressing. Share that out. Got my feedback. And what are we doing next? Now, there's an album that's going to come. The album already titled, created, image, blah, blah, blah. It's called Mother. That will be coming hopefully at the top of the summer. But I had an opportunity. I'm like, okay, buddy, we're going to sing. we're going to get past the fear of it. We're going to sing. It was even, I'll tell you another milestone that was built in as well. Even with the spoken word, I began to add in some song, a little bit here, a little bit there, with a spoken word to just get comfortable. And what's nuts is a lot of times we're stuck in a hesitation with the people we love, with the people that love us, with the people that show up for us. And somehow maybe we've convinced ourselves that they will not stay if we this, they will not appreciate if we that, and maybe it's too much or something like that. And I've heard those words verbalized from some folks that I love. I don't want to be too much. Darling, you couldn't be. You couldn't be too much. You'd be exactly already awesome as you are. All right. Do you understand that? So took those steps. Boom. Now it's time to sit in the chair. It's time to sing the song. And not only did I get to sing with a professional recording artist who is bomb. I mean, a beast at what he does. Creative. And with wide notoriety, like for real. I was honored to be asked. Not only did I get to do that, I got to write half of the song of his, rewrite the last half of it. Honored once again, sing that. And I wrote several songs, including a song that's kind of like, I've been told that it's folky or country pop, but I wrote it and sang it as it came to me. So it could be whatever it is. I'm happy for that. Let me show this too. The night bot is on deck. Okay. So short version being, please, oh, please, oh, please. What do you want? What are those goals? What goals did you create at the beginning of the year? Or if you were among the us's, what goals did you create in October? And how is it looking? Have you accomplished those goals? And this is not to say that, oh my God, it should be done by now. That's not what this is. This is not a shame conversation or any of that. Like there's nothing lessening here. This is to encourage you to focus. This is encourage you to measure. What are we about around here? Them results, because I would love for you to come to the end of the year, December 31st of 2025, and be able to say, as you reflect, I was able to accomplish everything I set out to do this year. Wouldn't that feel good? Wouldn't it feel wonderful to be able to say, hey, listen, I set a goal to reorganize my house, to throw away things that I hadn't used. If you have stuff that's sitting in your closet that you haven't even looked at in 2 years, why do you still have it? That's a heads up for somebody listening. I don't know who, or on a replay probably, but why do you still have it? There's a law of use. Or maybe I set a goal to learn. Hey, listen, I'm going to go and take this course so that I can improve in XYZ. I did. The very thing. I took a 5-week course for YouTube to understand how to be a better podcaster and present the information that I love to get across to you, the messages that were downloaded in me to pass on to you. I take it seriously. My work is serious. And in order for me to be my best and to better, because I'm a fan of better, that don't bother me when I hear it. I set my tushy in that chair and took the learning. I went and sat with an adult, a grown up who knew what they were doing, who has thousands and thousands and hundred thousands of content hours and views and to understand, okay, why and what and how, right? There is nothing, we need a coach. I've said that before. There's some things we need to be led in, and that's beautiful to find someone that you vibe with to lead and guide you. It's a beautiful thing. So I was blessed. To have Coach Sharente. Hey, listen, I'm doing this class. You want to come take it? Oh, here I come quickly. And I learned so very much, and I still am reviewing because there was so much to learn. Oh my God. And I'm grateful. Also, what does that mean? And this is just a clue and a word to the wise. I did not pause the process. Okay. I didn't go, oh my God, I'm not going to podcast until I go take this class. I didn't do that. I had the unction. I had the desire. I made the goal. I'm going to podcast for the next 2 years. I am already over a year in to that commitment. So all of this conversation is about goals. All this conversation is to call you into alignment with understanding and being okay with what you want. That's part of it, right? And then What is your process? You heard me speak about setting the goal. You heard me speak about looking at the objections or obstacles, those reasons and excuses. You heard me speak about setting up milestones along your journey. And you've heard me speak about accomplishing the dang thing, hitting that mark, completing that goal. Literally your blueprint. I just teach that way, but literally your blueprint on how to accomplish your goals. It is a beautiful feeling. It is a beautiful feeling. Y'all, I can't tell you how good I felt to go to, I was doing something, I don't even know what it was, and my song popped up on Apple Music. Oh, thank God. Sovereign Divine, you were amazing. Father, Mother, God, you are amazing. And I was blessed again and again, by keeping my word. Same with my book writers. I do have space and I'm open to helping several folks complete their first book. If you know that's you, you've been singing that song to yourself, I'm going to write a book, I'm going to write a book. And maybe you sing that song for a lot of years and still ain't wrote that book. Let's have a conversation and get you underway. Because maybe that is your goal for the year and you like to accomplish it. Would love to help you do it. Okay. I'm going to pause for our music break and I will be back because I've shared with you the first half of what I wanted to give you. And I hope you were taking notes. My difference makers are note takers and leaders of readers. You know the drill. So take your notes and then reread them. And I don't expect, or I ain't cool with you just being here taking notes and rereading them. I'm going to need you to do something with it. So put it to work. Look at your method. Look at your means. Make your adjustments. Get your goals. Get your goals. Like, there's nothing, because you want to feel the amazing that comes when you have done what you said you would do. And sometimes it's to the best of your ability. And I respect that. And sometimes you increase your ability by learning or working with or collabing. Get the picture? But there's nothing as satisfying other than the journey itself as completing. All right. So I'm sing my love song to you about that. Let's do this.
Cause I'm thirsty. Do the hard work so that no one doesn't meet the worst me. I don't know the day I did, I just know that I'm busy. Drink my water before spin so that I don't get dizzy. Tie my hair up tight real quick so my roots don't get frizzy. Grab my phone and write a listen, there's a miss text message from you. Something in my trash. Tell me when it did that. Now you got me acting brand new. Fragile like a throwback, like the booty of the weekend chat. I just hope that this is really you. Can't wait to see you again. Oh, kinda kick up on me, but if you ain't made of glitter, I just might reconsider. Cause I like having you around, you make me lose my nervous energy. Yo, boy, I'm still a G. I know it might be soon. I don't mind making room, cause I like having you around, yeah. If Leo a treat and start packing up for rehearsal. Shower quick cause I know traffic right now is the worst, yo. Call my sister on the drop, but talk to my niece first, though. Can't hang out without hearing her sing her favorite verse, yo. Stop a gas, grab a snack, subtle thoughts of you. Push 'em quick to the back since it's still so new. Don't wanna jump the gun, but just someone I could know deeper. But only time will tell me if you really are a keeper. But saw me dead in my tracks. Tell me how you would've did that. Now you got me acting brand new. and repeat. Too many times have tried to take me out, but I still gain defeat. Shutting them all down by force like control or delete. I know you see the point that's key. It's me having the option. Letting you in my bubble only means that I've been watching. I take my space as serious. NASA takes its satellites. I'm out this world, not all shit access me because I'm kryptonite to every Superman wanna be. Frontin' in front of me, pretending like they man enough, but got feminine tendencies. I'd rather be home by myself, protecting my energy, waiting for the most high to finally start aligning me with you. I don't know, maybe, I mean, you do got a warm, familiar feeling and a dope kindredness too. And if I'm telling the truth, pom-poms, I'm rooting for you. If it's true without the panic, I'm willing to make the
Okie dokie dokie. You guys, I was Tanika Sheree with Make Room. Beautiful song, beautiful artist, actually, as well. And let's go ahead and get everything out of the way all at once. If you have not taken time to follow this channel on YouTube, Melikia K, Courtney, please do. Also live on BLAST Music247. If you've not taken time to follow, this is a great time to do that. And while you do that, I'll give you some dancing music. How about that?
Is how you build your discipline. And your discipline is what will carry you throughout the year. Think of your folks who are into martial arts. It is a discipline. Think of your folks who meditate like I do. It is a discipline. It is such a discipline, such a practice that I can move quickly into it. I can move quickly into state because I practice. Think of doctors. They practice. It is not an exact science, but we practice, right? And we build our discipline and we continue to learn and to grow. So this is what I'm saying when it comes to habits. So why is it important?
Awesome. So that was your opportunity. I did see the message. I'm a riot. Like I said, I definitely will have my music up here. I'm going to get it up here. I do not have a video, and I would like to have a video with it. So it is a work in progress. I will be sharing inverted love. I will be sharing wood to the dummy and having some fun when I do. I'm giggling. I sure sent that message and I knew exactly what that meant. There's one more thing I need to share. La 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 la. How about we do it this way? I am Melikia K. Courtney, founder of Sanctuary Experience. And I live an amazing life, loving people back to life. It's so simple. I do it various ways. I am a licensed coach. I do spiritual rituals and cleaning and healing. All of the above. Yes, yes, yes. So if you know that you, woman or man, have experienced some betrayal, some trauma, some letdowns that's a little bit heavier than you normally used to dealing with. How about that? And you need help. Like we mentioned earlier, sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you need a guide. Sometimes you need a professional friend who know what the hell they're doing to hold your hand and walk with you during this leg of the journey. There's no shame in that. You lose no power in asking for help, especially when you're reaching out for a professional who can help. Okay, great. I encourage you to email me at lifeissanctuaryxp@gmail.com. It is life is sanctuary, the letters X and P @gmail.com to connect. We do have the second weekend coming up. This is only for the women though. Ladies. Second weekend of September, we have our 3-day intensive. It is beautiful. It's an experience. And you come enjoy your sisterhood, some great food and some fun. And guess what? We get to work. We get to work mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to help you resolve and dissolve so that you can move on as intended, aligned, renewed, ready. Okay. Community and sisterhood on deck. Again, you can reach out to me at lifeissanctuaryxp@gmail.com if you'd like a faster response. You're welcome to text for that event, SXP 3-Day. You text SXP 3-Day to 321-443-2495 for a faster response and get that details, get your deposits in or get the full payment in because it fills up fast and it comes so quick, y'all. I feel like it comes so fast. And that's probably because my calendar's full. Okay, so you guys know how to connect with me. You also have access to see some of my shenanigans with Instagram. It is Melikia, first name, .Lady Molotov, which is my stage name. So you can connect there as well as LinkedIn. I am Melikia K. Courtney on everything else. All right. So I gave you all the tea and all the things you need to know. Let's get back to this work because I would love to see you be as successful as you intended to be. Let me give you some tools. And if you did miss the first part, I encourage you to go back and hit that replay. That is one thing that's kind of consistent here when I look at my analytics. Folks are smart. They're wise enough to go and hit the replay. And then some of my folks out of the country who catch it later are doing so through replay. And let me take this time to say thank you. I'm so appreciative, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting and liking all the wonderful things. It's been a blessing. Y'all been blessing me. So thank you. All right, let's give. All right. So in keeping with what we're working on, we want to make sure that we have these goals out in front of us. What are your goals? I had a real great conversation with one beautiful human that I love. And that beautiful human said to me, I don't even remember what my goals were. Y'all, if that's you, I'm giving you the finger. Knock it off. This is the finger. Write your goals down. Write it down. And make them important things. If it's something that's really not important, please don't go just imaginating stuff. Let's not do that on Kanye. Let's do it on real life, like real time. What do you want to accomplish with the time that God has blessed you with? Don't believe in God? How about with the time you have left before you expire? Refocus on the essentials. This is another key. Like let's pace it out. It's going to be a 1 through 6 a little bit on top of what we shared earlier. Refocus on the essentials. What is essential? All right. Identify your top 3 goals. Not everything needs to have your attention or your energy. I move by time, energy, and desire. If my time, energy, and desire, all 3 are in place, I can say yes. If even one of those things are out of place, I cannot and I will not say yes. My time is not there. I don't have time to do it. If my energy is not there, then I'm not going to do my best. And if my desire ain't present, I don't want to. So whatever your measures are, feel free to use those measures. If you do, let me know. Time, energy, desire. So what is important? What's your top 3 goals? Let's get those accomplished. And then once those accomplished, you move to your next set. Get the picture. Let's go. We're moving a little bit faster because I want to make sure I'm in time. 80-20 rule. You focus on the 20% of actions that drive your 80% of results. Do you understand that? So 20% is action. But the actions that you're taking, they're going to drive that 80% of results. Do the business of it first. What is the business of it? Whether it's the business of your mind, the business of your spirit, the business of your body, the business of your business. Do your business activity first. These are the things that drive it forward. These are the things that move you to your milestone. When you sit down and you write your goals, okay, maybe you have a goal. Let's give you an example. I did a day of healing. Okay. A day of healing was February 8th, possibly this year. And it is a ginormous event. It is 24 hours long.
And it takes the cooperation of a great number of people. There are moderators who change every 2 hours. This is a virtual event, and it also is an in-person event. So this year I was at the in-person event for about 4 or 5 hours. And then all the rest of that time, with the exception, I think, of an hour, I think I did sleep for maybe an hour or two. Get the picture? It's work. It takes planning. It takes putting people in place. It takes verifying. It takes emails. It takes a whole document on what it's going to take to make it happen. What is the focus? What is the theme? Then there's the imaging, graphics, and a whole nine of that. Get the picture? There was a lot on that wheel to take care of and make happen. Did it happen? And did it happen well? Yes. Because the goal was set, a day of healing. This year's theme was Love Fest. And the goal was to kick up the love, stir up the love, pour out the love, because clearly we need it right now. All right. And I think I had about 60 volunteers. It was amazing. And then on the in-person, it was about 20 people in person. So y'all, that's work, right? Beautiful work, necessary work, goal work. Made it a goal, broke it down. What's it going to take? How many people we need in place? Know what you need to make your goal happen. It is possible that you are the only thing you need for particular goals, right? And it's possible that maybe you need some tooling, some tech to make these goals happen. Get into that chair, put your meat in the seat, get your pen and your paper, push away the electronics and the clickies, commune with you, and divine what you need. Write it out. Set your milestones. And then what steps must you take to meet those milestones? Get it? You want to be in action. It ain't about you sitting and thinking about it for 13 days. This ain't that. I am not giving you that out. I'm not. Get your touch in motion. This should take no more than 3 days. It shouldn't even take that long. But if you want to take 3 days with it, go ahead and knock yourself out. Know what you want. Plan for how to get it. Work that thought all the way through the end. And then once you work that thought all the way through the end, you stop at that end. You work that from the end all the way back to the beginning. Okay, this is how I see it going this way up to the end. All right, now I'm going to sit at the end point from that preview and think, does this actually work? Because it may look different from your beginning or from your end. And that's okay. Reconcile it. So you're focusing on the essential things. Get it? You want to break it down to weekly. I like check-in. That's a favorite word. So I use that word. You want to check in with yourself weekly. You want to check in with your progress weekly. Some folks do it daily. And in your milestones, I would say make them monthly, depending on what it is. If it is something that it's going to take you 6 months to accomplish, don't drive yourself batty. Your milestone should be at least 2 months out. All right. If you're working on a 6 month, you want to have 2 milestones in place at least, so that you can measure and correct if necessary. It's possible that maybe you think it's going to go one way, but once you get into it, you're saying, oh, it's bigger. Examples. If I'm going to make a point, I'm going to share a story. I had a book in mind that came to me maybe like October, November of last year. I knew I was not going to have time to write it until April of this year. I already knew because my calendar told me so. I had said yes to some amazing things and I knew what it was. So April came. I'm super excited. And I sat down in that thing like I'm about to write. Oh, and it felt good. And y'all, when I got to writing, hallelujah, it was writing. And the project itself has 3 facets. I thought in my infinite wisdom, because I've been able to sit down and write a book in 3 days, I thought I was be able to crank it out. This ain't that. So I had to go back to my drawing board like, woo, my expectation was a bit unreasonable for this project. Lose no power over that. What do I need to do? Readjust my expectation and create some realistic goals and milestones for this, because I'm going to finish it. That I already know. And I'm glad about it. At the same time, 72 scenes was a monster out the gate. And then the book, sat down and started writing the book portion of it. And this other portion decided it wanted to knock instead. So I started writing that. And it's wonderful to move and flow. I believe in that. Give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself peace along your journey, because the journey is to be enjoyed too. Do not drive yourself crazy. Okay, great.
essentials, break it down weekly, make your monthly or bi-monthly, personally, bi-monthly milestones, or you decide what it takes. If you're not able to discern that on your own and you want some help and coaching with that, let me know. All right. 3, time block ruthlessly. Y'all, for real. When I sit down to write, it's not playtime. A phone is not near me. I don't have time for it. I'll pick it up when I'm ready for it. It's on silence, because I need to be in the energy that I'm in and in the focus that I'm in. And when flow comes, I want to flow with it. So I'm not going to open myself up to interrupters or interruptions. You see, time block. What time will I need to accomplish this? What time every day will I need to accomplish this? What time every week or every month, depending upon your goal and how you have it set up. Be reasonable to a point, not too reasonable. But to not go to the other end of the pool and be back crazy either, okay? Time block, though. Get it on your calendar. Get it in your mind. Get it in your hand. Get it in your mouth. And here's a heads up. Be kind to the people around you. Let them know, hey, listen, this is the time that I set out for this. I'm going to be over here. I'm going to be doing that. Don't be a jerk and just start blitzing on people like they know your calendar or your schedule or your mind. Please do not assume the people around you are mind readers. Please communicate. This is important to me. This is important time. I'm going to give this time to this, and then I will give certain time to you. Got it? All right. That's just an extra. You want to dedicate blocks of time for specific tasks. It occurred to me that you may need help with assigning time. What I'd offer you would be test it. Set an hour aside for a specific task and work through that task. You may find that you get it done fast, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're done. All right, then you'll know next time how to gauge your timing. I love 3-hour blocks when it comes to writing because I can literally just pour straight for 3 hours or more, depends. But I like 3-hour blocks. That's a good enough time for particular things when I'm writing. For other tasks, I have 1-hour blocks. I have 30-minute blocks. I have 15-minute blocks. All right. So get to learning, get to testing. And if you don't know for your first time, I encourage you to use an hour. Set aside an hour and work through and see how it works out for you. If you find you need more time, then okay. And if that means you got to put your phone down to get that time, okay. If it means that you're not going to watch your favorite shows for 4 hours or 3 hours or 30 minutes, that you're going to take that time and dedicate it to your goals, good for you. Good for you. All right. You want to eliminate the distractions. We talked about that already. You want to delegate. If you have non-critical tasks that you can delegate to someone else to handle, non-critical tasks, okay, do not give away the critical things that you need to tend to yourself. But those non-critical things, delegate and take your time back and put it where it needs to be so that you accomplish the goals that you set out to accomplish. Get it? All right. Simple stuff. This is number 5 if you're keeping up track. And we talked about this already a little bit, but this is the element I want to add. You know how wonderful it is to have a mastermind? It is wonderful to be accountable. It is wonderful to get, and we do it 3 times a week. So it is wonderful to get with my community and be accountable for doing what I said I would do. And that does include those times where I make a goal to do absolutely freaking nothing because I put those days on my calendar sometime too, or a couple of hours here. I need to do nothing. 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes last week. I was like, I'm not doing anything for 3 minutes. And I didn't. And it felt great. So be accountable privately. I am very accountable. I am probably the hardest on myself with that, the strictest, the most clear and present with what I said I would do. And I'm also publicly accountable. Get it? Said I was going to do a podcast. Said I was going to do it for 2 years. I'm doing it. Keeping my word. Said I was going to write a book. Drug my feet for years on years on years. Got it done in 45 days. Next book's got it done in 10 days. Next book, 3 days. So I'm being publicly accountable because this is what I said I was going to do. I will push back from the table of this thought for a second to touch this because this came to me spiritually.
Some of you have been given a message. Sovereign Divine has made it clear that you have a purpose and an instruction. Folks, yeah, gifts, sure, but you have a purpose and you have an instruction. For those folks who have been given their instructions, it is time. It is time to lace that up. That's what I see as one of those folks I see in the spirit. And what I see is the lacing. It is a beautiful thin white lace, and it is lacing through, and it's lacing through. So it's time for you to lace that up and tie it up. Get your work done. Okay, back to focus. Habit trackers. Those things are really good to use. If you are not familiar with your habits, it's time to get to know you better. Got to know yourself. Got to know yourself. If you're a person who, if you go to do a task and maybe your task is media, I have media tasks every day. I know that I can give this amount of time and handle everything that I need to handle. If I'm there beyond that amount of time, guess what I'm doing? Wasting time. Because that's time that could be put on the next task. Okay? So know your habits. Are you in the habit of, I need 5 more minutes when I wake up, I just need another hour when I wake up? Know your habits. I'm not saying judge yourself or feel bad about it. None of that good stuff. Just know who you are. Do you work best in the day? Do you work best in the evening? I go in shifts. There are times where for me, I am up at 3 in the morning. I am up at 5 in the morning. I am up at 6:30 in the morning. There are times and then something changes. And I am literally, 8 o'clock inspiration hits and I am up till 5 in the morning from 8 to 5. Because this is what we're doing. So know yourself. And this has been that way for years. So know your habits, know your discipline, know your momentum. Are you a person who, when you take your first step, you get a spark of energy? You take that second step, it feels more solidified. You are ready. Your momentum is moving and you can go, go, go. But the moment you hesitate and drag, momentum just gone. Know yourself. Are you a momentum starter? Can you kickstart yourself? Can you stir you up? Or do you need something external to flip your switch and get you in gear? Good, bad, and different. Just know yourself. I encourage you, same time, those reviews that we talked about, reviewing the time blocks, the milestones, the check-ins, all of that is going to help you stay on track and meet those goals. We are in June. December is coming. For those of us who October is coming. Number 6, your energy. Your energy. Now, this is where I get in trouble. I'll be in trouble, y'all, when it comes to sleep. Because sometimes sleep be like, let's be up and let's do this instead. But I understand the prioritizing of sleep. And there are times where it's not even an option. And it's just wonderfully out. Out. Some folks work really well when they have a designated time to take themselves to bed. In the bed, lights out, their sleep, and they need this much hours of sleep, and then they function at their highest. What is your peak function? How much sleep do you honestly need? Because rest is important, and I distinguish between the two, between sleep and rest, because you can rest while you're awake, right? You can get some rest in, but that does not justify not getting sleep. All right. We need our sleep so that we can be focused and energized. And when we're working in momentum, that we can be our best effective, our most and our highest, and our greatest effective. Okay. Beware of burnout, because burnout is a bum and it will steal your consistency and your momentum and your goal and tuck it away in ashes. Beware of the burnout. So that means, you probably go back to episode 58. I think that's the one where we talked about loving yourself first. And if it's not, go binge. There's like 61 episodes as of today, I believe, that you can enjoy and learn. So I've given you just 6 quick ways to help you focus and meet those goals that you set out. If you set the goal, it was because you wanted it. If you desired it, it was because you wanted it. If you put your hand to it to work on it and maybe something occurred that kind of knocked your hands off of it, that doesn't mean that you don't want it still. Give you that gift of accomplishment, that gift of satisfaction of keeping your word to yourself and doing amazing stuff. Like, I kid you not, I'm elated with what I've been able to do. I also had a goal to be on 30 stages, y'all, and I haven't counted. I'm going to sit and do another count, but I've literally been featured here, featured there. I have a performance coming up July 12th at Manatee County. Actually, I got the flyer, but I don't know if you'll see it if I hold it up. Manatee County Southern Soul Ribbon Seafood Festival 2025. And it's a Stop the Violence theme. The fairgrounds is 1402 14th Avenue West in Palmetto, Florida. So, and let's see, I wonder, let's try this. Nope, it doesn't work. I wanted to see if it would show you. But what I will do is I will take a picture of this. And then, ooh, that's a bright light. Let's see. Ta-da, there you go, a little shade. So that's the flyer. But what I'm going to do is I'll pick this and I'll have it for the next when we do, because we have time on it. It's not till July 12th and 13th. I will be performing on the 12th, I believe between 2 and 3, somewhere in that block and in that window. So if you're in the area, come get some time with me on the playtime end, because I will be pulling up as Lady Molotov, getting rocks off that way with that poetry. Okay. So also performing in Tampa, June 20th for a Juneteenth event with, according to Courtney Nicole West and Sarah. I don't recall Sarah's last name right now, but she is a world-renowned photographer who focuses on birth. Absolutely about to be a wonderful, wonderful June performance-wise. I'm looking forward to serving that way and showing up. Those are also among my goals. Are you getting the picture? Everything that we talked about today was to keep you encouraged. You can have it. You do deserve it. Decide what you want and go get it. Go get it. And again, like I pointed out before, sometimes all you need is you on deck to accomplish those goals. But sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you need a guide. Sometimes you need some technology. What do you need? It's time to really sit down and look at that and get it done. Now, I got to speak to the people who have been kicking butt and taking names and have met all their freaking goals by June. You rock just like us who haven't met all the goals. You rock too. Good for you. What's next? When I finished, I had a handful of goals that already done. Zip, 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 done. And I'm excited and I felt great about that. Same time, I am using part of that freed up time to focus on the remaining goals, but I'm also not afraid to add a couple more. All right, because there's so many wonderful things that I'd like to do. And please, oh please, if you have not, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it right now. If you do not add any play or fun, why? Add you some fun, some vacation time, some girlfriend time, some guy friend time, bromance, whatever. Get you some fun in your calendar. Make sure you are doing things to lively up yourself. Also, another birthday. Happy birthday, Logan. Logan's birthday is today too. So then for those who know Logan, you may know him as Eros, or I won't call him by the other names. I will just say Chef's Kiss. We'll leave it like that. Happy birthday, bro. All right. Put you some fun on your calendar. If your fun includes pulling up for festivals, like, let's go. If you'd like to book me to come and say some poetic things, you're welcome to do that. If you'd like to hire me as your personal coach or professional friend, that is welcome as well. I think I've said everything I needed to say. We got a few more minutes, but I'm going to ask you to redeem that time. How about you take this next 5 or so minutes and really sit and have a come to Jesus moment, as folks call it, or come to yourself in senses and decision moment about your goals and what's next for you. It's a beautiful year. It's been amazing so far. I can only imagine that it's just going to keep getting greater and greater and greater, because that's how I've seen it. Had a wonderful meal today, you guys, from Naked Farmer. If you guys are not familiar with that place, I wasn't either. Took a chance on it and I was not disappointed. Sometimes life is like that meal. Also, Virgil's up in New York. Hallelujah. One bite is wonderful, but it just keeps getting better, bite after bite after bite. And that is what I am wishing for you and for me and for mine
for this year and every year that we're blessed with afterwards. All right, so redeem your time. I'm complete. Let me check these comments because I'll be forgetting to do that part. Okay, God. I think we're done. I did make sure everything was good. All right, I am Melikia K. Courtney, and I look forward to connecting with you. I have to find the buttons to push because y'all know. Bye. I don't know. Let's find out. I may have lost it. I'll just play the same one. We'll do it that way.
BLASTMUSIC247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.